Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Counselor's Office. I'm Mr. Gaming Counselor Scholars. We are back in the office doing work. And right off the rip, what was that? Outsider with the gifted sub. Thank you. What an intro. Not intended. We're doing this live. Not intended. Anyways, what's not intended, well, it is intended, is we're going to talk about recycling the Red War. You know, nothing upsets the Destiny community than content sunsetting and vaulting. And yet, Bungie has done nothing to bring back anything they took away from us until now. Because apparently Bungie said, you know what? You want Red War? Let's give you Red War at home. So that's where we're at. We're at Red War at home, baby. We've got Sweatsicle, Red War Recycled. I do want to watch What Now, his thoughts on Renegades. But I do want to watch this.
The elevator.
I have no idea what this is, but I'm very interested. Okay, we're good.
It begins to move.
Oh man, is this Savathun's
I
Spire?
was just thinking it's the Shadow Keep
Savathun's Spire.
Yeah.
Oh
Sorry,
my
not
god. Bro. I'm just like, I'm in disbelief, bro.
It really is. It's not Savathun, it's Scarlet Keep. He's thinking of Scarlet Keep. Yes. Oh my god, it is just Scarlet's Keep because you go level by level and then you fight enemies. Or you don't fight enemies. I don't know if you do in this one, but
I'll do it right now.
Don't do it, Jerry. Oh, there's a banner.
I've seen this room before. Bro, it's literally the Red War room!
It is Red War. It is Red War. I said the same thing. I reacted the same way. It's like, this is for the Red War. I also said it kind of reminded me of the Prasaz mission where you had the two doorways going down. But yeah, it definitely, yeah, Red War. Let me mix. By the way, can I just say that Premier Loom, by the way, Loom is such a fucking stupid name, but he's probably the most disappointing boss fight. I think I'm going to say something spicy here. I'm going to say something very spicy here. I think Callus as a villain, as a final boss fight, was better than Premier Loom. I'm going to be honest. I think Callus was more of a fucking threat. Like,
there was literally a Cabal boss here.
Yes, there is. But he does nothing.
Played these games before. It's okay. It's not a big deal. It's okay. They can just.
Yeah. Yes, it's the ship. Yes. And it's the same generic boss too. I'm so glad he knew what it was too. Bungie's like, hey, we're gonna copy. You wanted Red War, so we gave it to you. Here's Red War at home.
Just keep reskinning things. And, give me Curse of Osiris 2 for the next expansion, you know? Let's bring back Panoptes 3.
This was shot in front of a live studio audience at
twitch.tv/Sweatsicle.
As the Red War. I'm in shock, bro. We're gonna pull up that video.
I'm so glad I wasn't the only one that thought the same thing. Not only was the Red War, but it felt like a generic ass Cabal fight. Like that he's supposed to be the Darth fucking Vader. You would have thought, and here's the thing. No one thought, hey, we're gonna capitalize on the lightsabers. We're not gonna give him a lightsaber for some reason, or we're not gonna give him the ability to like force choke or use stasis. Here's the thing. It's not like other view games haven't done like stasis stuff. Like even Dead Space has their stasis grab. Like kinetic, psychokinetic energy, whatever you want to call it. There's so many different terminologies that people use, but they essentially, you can use any like technology to grab shit and throw it. But he doesn't even do that. He doesn't force push you. He doesn't do anything. This is supposed to be the Darth Vader of the story. And bro doesn't fucking do anything except sit there and shoot with a little pistol. Pew, pew. And then he stomps like a generic. Like, he is worse than the Arms Day boss. I think the Arms Day boss, the strike boss, was more threatening than the dude who was like glazed at the very entrance of the campaign, where they show all these bots shooting him and bullets are like deflecting all over him. He's just standing there like, yeah, this is all I do. Like, I didn't realize that was all he did. Like, he just sat there and takes bullets. That is all he's good for. He's a wall. Like, if he was a character, like, or if he was a card in Magic the Gathering, he would just be a fucking defender or a wall. And people who play that game know exactly what I'm talking about. So shout out to you. You're a nerd like me.
Let me see. It's gotta be on YouTube, right?
Oh God, please find it.
Destiny 2 Red War full campaign. No.
Annihilate.
By the way, Gaul, it is still crazy that Gaul as a Cabal is the best Cabal boss we've ever had. I don't think we've had a better Cabal. I take that back. I think the brothers, the Cabal bros from Taken King was good. I think those were good. But I'm trying to give Gaul the benefit of the doubt because the Cabal brothers were, I mean, nostalgia berries, red rose tinted glasses. They were just like, they weren't like, they're cool, but Gaul actually did shit. Like, he had actual, like, you could argue, yes, he's like the original Savathun with being able to use, you know, super abilities, but at least, you know, for a Cabal, he was threatening.
Well, this is part of it. It's like the same infusion that Gaul has. But maybe it's earlier.
I mean, Gaul had fucking energy, by the way. Like, just go back to that. Just, can we just really harp on this? We have a Darth Vader-like character, and he had no charisma or aura like this dude here.
Infusion that Gaul has. But maybe it's earlier. Look at this. Look at this.
He cuts it off. I am Gaul. Like, dude's fucking drops his fucking nutsack on top of the fucking screen. Like, bro, energy. Yep, it's literally the same room and the generic Cabal. It's the same. Oh, he flies. That's the difference, is he flies, chat. That's the difference. This boss flies.
Phew. Got the key codes and...
Wasn't this room used in Lightfall 2? This room was used for the end of the Dead Man's Tale mission, but...
Yes! Okay. Dead Man's Tale, or the Presage is what's called. Yes, it's been used multiple fucking times.
It's not like they put a Cabal boss in here that was the same thing, where it's a big Cabal guy with two sidekicks in the same exact room.
Yes, it is.
So... I think I'm going to make a full video on this. This is insane.
It's lazy. And not only that, but the premier boss, the final boss, literally, he's supposed to be the final boss, was worse than Callus from Lightfall. Like, how do you fuck up that bad? Can we just talk about that? Like, we're talking about Lightfall. Granted, I played Lightfall. I think it's a lot more enjoyable if you actually play Strand, you grapple around, especially if the stat changes. A lot of fucking fun. I really did enjoy playing the final mission with just focusing on Strand grappling and shit like that. It was actually really fun. Minus the story, obviously. But it wasn't a challenge or a threat or anything about this Darth Vader looking dude. He's just a generic Cabal. Like, he's a bitch.
They literally took this out of the game. The Red War that you probably paid for.
Hold on. I had the video up. Do I still have the video up? Hold on, I gotta find it. Here we go. The full campaign. I uploaded it in higher quality. Here we go. Let's find. I've got to find it. I gotta find it. I uploaded. Oh, here. Yeah, this is the last mission. I gotta find it for the video. I've got to see. Oh yeah, I forgot. We also got the fucking bug where it wouldn't let me out. It bugged out. It wouldn't let me out of the fucking ATST. That was fucking annoying. Now I remember why I was also so fucking jaded and pissed off. Holy shit. Here we go. Here it is. Rise weapon, rise thing. That's what he says. I am Ghoul versus rise weapon, rise thing. He called me a thing.
This charity, a place in my legend.
He said the thing. He said legend. I Goal forgot
said
about
the
same thing. He said. Yes, he did. I forgot about that. I forgot he says something about legend. Like it's too fucking on the nose.
Legend.
Holy
Like,
shit. What is it with you? What is it with Cabal and Legends? Do you have the same fucking gun too? He has, looks like almost identical. It is literally the same fucking gun. It looks like the same gun Gol has. What the fuck? I gotta fast forward. Oh, here we go. Yeah. And then he has the same out with her instead of being a dickhead. Yeah. You ever think about that? That's all he does about the fight. He gets a red glow. That's all he does. He just slams you. He gets a red glow, and then he shoots you with a gun. And then not even the most aggressive. He does nothing special. He literally does nothing good. Man, that was. Are you good? You good, Darth Vader? Oh, he ran away like. He doesn't actually do anything. There's a reason why Bungie continues to recycle old bosses is because they don't know how to make good ones. The last good boss, and I mean really good boss, was Savathun. Bungie does not know how to make good bosses anymore. They don't. The villains. They have lost the They had Darth fucking Vader the Cabal and couldn't even make him a threat or menacing. They just made him look cool. And that was it.
Or if you're a launch player. They removed it over 5 years ago. Then they sold it back to you and added a lightsaber. Like, yep. Really? I don't want to be the guy that's so nitpicking everything, because I was like...
When you have a company that removes paid content, then uses the IP of another franchise to try to sell you a $40 expansion, and they use the same fucking assets as something that they removed, and they tell you that they can't bring back because they no longer have access to it in court. Yeah, you have a right to nitpick. It's bullshit. People paid $40 not for the same reset assets. No one wants you to give them Red War 2.0. They just want Red War back.
I mean, the campaign overall was just meh until the SRL part.
Yeah.
But then that kind of...
We are on the same page. The SLR was very remnant of like Halo. It was a very enjoyable experience. I thought it was fucking sick. But yeah, the campaign was very meh.
Hit the feels, because it's like, okay, well, why couldn't we have SRL? People have been asking for that for 7 years. Haven't gotten that back. So we get like a third of the mission is SRL. A third of the mission is literally a boss ripped from the Red War and put in the same exact room. All they did was add a different backdrop.
Yep. You're in space.
And then the end of the new campaign is almost like dismantling the Almighty, but it's like...
Yes, it is pretty much like... It's not almost, it's not a 1-for-1, but the concept is the same. Because unlike the Almighty, which you just disable it, you straight up blow up the Death Star.
A new environment, but it's basically the same thing.
It is.
So instead of driving around on interceptors, you're
driving Sparrows
around on space motorcycles.
Which I'm gonna say, it's really weird that we didn't get the ATST, because I felt like that would have been much cooler to fight around. Like, don't get me wrong, I think this going to the Sparrow was badass, but allowing you to also get into the ADST would also have been really fun. Just saying.
Like, yeah, I can't. You can't defend this, man.
You can't. It's
really
just,
ain't that
it's
deep.
lazy and greedy. You gotta love people. Why are you complaining? I don't know. People spent $40 on something and they demand better from a $1 billion company. I swear, you will not find bigger dick suckers than the Destiny 2 community. They will defend Bungie. Bungie could punch a baby. I say it all the time. Bungie could punch a baby in the face, and people would sit there and say, "What did the baby do?" They'll blame the baby rather than blame the $1 billion company and calling them out for punching a baby in the fucking face. What'd that baby do, though?
How far is that cock shoved down your throat, bro? Please, just tell us.
Yes!
How
far is that dick in your mouth?
Paying you. You do not, bro.
I
Corpo
love
does
sweat.
not love you.
Yes! I really, if there was ever a way that we could be friends, I would love it. Dude, Sweat, like, I know I'm a lot more hot and more spicy than he is, but he has almost verbatim some of the takes that I do and reacts in the same way. He's just a lot more, my simmer temperature is like a high. He's like a medium. Like, he knows how to keep it to a medium. I go high all the time. Like, I go inferno level. He goes medium. But damn, we have this, like, ooh. Literally, we have some of the same fucking statements.
When I paid $40 for an expansion, I want it to be new original ideas.
If they want to sell you seasonal, or not sell you, if they want to make seasonal content free and they reuse assets, I'm okay with that. If they reuse assets and it's free and the activity is actually fun and they're not asking you to spend hundreds of dollars in the fucking store like they did minimal, like Ash and Iron was a perfect example of minimal viable product and all the effort went to the store. That's a different story. But say that they did Episode Heresy and Episode Heresy activities were free. I obviously reused the Dreadnought. Whatever, right? If we got Dreadnought again for another season, I wouldn't care if it's free. But an expansion, paid expansion, there should not be any reused assets, period. Outside of your obviously vehicles and like, you know, cabal structures, like it's very obvious that you're going to use some of the sandbox, you know, structures that you see in every mission, like Vex. You're not going to make a new Vex portal every time. You're still going to use the same kind of stuff. But I'm talking about, like, this is a 1-for-1 from Red War. Like, there was no change outside of, ooh, windows are black.
Not literally reskinning things that were taken away from me 5 years ago that I paid for 7 years ago.
Yep.
You say that yet you want SRL back.
I love these arguments. You say that, but you want SRL back. The last time we had Sparrow Racing League was in Destiny 1. If they made it in Destiny 2, they would have to make new maps. It's not the same as taking something that was already in the game, removing it, and then selling it again.
Like it's contradicting.
Please go off on them. Please, Sweat. Drop
You're
it.
one of those, aren't you? You're just like, you want to take everything out of context for the sake of arguing because you want to feel right.
Yep.
So because I want new things in the game, but also think SRL would be fun, that means I'm contradicting myself.
Well, you see here, little Timmy, SRL wouldn't be paid content. It would be free. Whereas the expansion is paid. So yes, it should be new at all times. That's the counter argument. One's free and one's not.
Having SRL back in the game, reskinning a boss that was taken away from me 5 years ago. Yeah, they're the same thing. Please continue.
I swear, some people in the Desecute are fucking retarded. He's a lot.
Okay, he's just rage baiting at this point.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You do get rage baiters. They do it because they think it's funny.
I thought he was being serious, but I guess he's not.
Yeah. Listen. I've caught a couple people doing that. You never know. The sad thing is, we live in a time where you don't know if someone's rage baiting or if they're really that retarded because they're so similar now. It used to be you could tell if someone was a rage baiter. Now you can't.
It was a good rage bait.
It was good. It was really good.
I'll give you that one.
Yep.
Do you guys think people will actually be upset about this? I wonder what percentage of the people playing the Star Wars campaign are going to recognize that this was directly ripped from vanilla.
I'm answering his question before he continues. Unfortunately, I think only veterans will know. People who actually played at launch of Red War and actively cared. If people who casually played or blitzed through the camping or skipped the campaign to get to the end game, they will probably never give a fuck about it. And they're also going to be the same people that are going to be like, okay, you're blowing out of proportion. That was so many years ago. It's not a big deal. They will never understand that it's a paid product using old assets that were removed that was also paid for. That is one of the biggest issues, is that they are actually selling you old content. And if they do, and the biggest argument and the reason why people like me and Sweat call this out is if they do it once, they'll do it again, and they'll keep doing it, and they'll keep doing it, and they'll keep pushing the line. They will straddle the line to see how far they can get away with doing it. It's the same thing with NFTs. There are video game companies that try to shove that shit in. Gamers said, no, we don't want that shit. And guess what? It stopped. But if they continue to allow NFTs to continue to infest video games, it would have been in every damn game, even Destiny. I guarantee you, if NFTs went off, it would have been in Destiny. But because gamers said, fuck that, it didn't happen. Just like the exotic starter pack. Remember, Bungie tried to sell exotics under the guise of a starter pack for new players, and all it was a couple of exotics, a handful of fucking materials for $15. And people said, fuck that. And they haven't done it since. But if people allow it to happen, or had allowed it to happen, it will continue to happen. That's why people like me and Sweat continue to call this shit out, is because we don't want it to continue. It's called the slippery slope.
Destiny 2. I wonder if you sat down like 100 random players, how many are going to get it? Be like, wait a minute.
The real question is, how many are, there's like two different sides to this. How many are going to actually notice it, and how many are going to actually admit it? There are a lot of people that will refuse to admit things because they believe it will give an edge or concession to people who are negative against this campaign or this expansion. And they don't want to, they don't want to give up ground, right? They don't want to give up the high ground, because if they give anything to these people that don't enjoy or did not like the expansion, they feel that they will lose the fight or argument, and that Renegades was actually good, or whatever bullshit they've concocted in their mind that they're fighting, the demons they're fighting, right? There are people who will refuse to acknowledge that this is an issue out of the spite of they don't want to make anything that could be used against them, or not against them, but against the campaign, because they want the campaign to be glowy and rosy and sunshine. We don't want Renegades to look bad, because I love this shit and I don't want it. If I acknowledge this, If I tell people, yeah, I see that, then now it's no longer all rosy and sunshine, and not my Star Wars game.
90 out of 100 won't notice. I honestly would agree with you. With the amount of new people that they brought in since free-to-play, I just think it's just disgusting.
As much as it's
there's really
annoying
nothing
to
else you
hope
can
people
say about
call
it.
this stuff out and get angry at Bungie, it's low-key needed.
It's almost like that's what they want, though. I just don't understand how people can genuinely sit and defend this unless you're someone who didn't play Red War.
And
I
you
feel
just
like
don't
those are
know.
the only people that would defend this.
I can see ignorance being a reason to
I
defend.
played Red War on release. So you're okay with having content taken away from you that you paid for and then paying for it again?
Yeah,
It's literally the same game. It's not even like a remaster like X amount of years later. It's literally the same game.
It's not even Destiny 1 to Destiny 2.
I just, like, bro, you are delusional, bro. You are delusional.
Yep. Ban his ass. Send him to the fucking
Like,
Shadow
it's
Realm.
jarring, but it's gonna happen regardless, ain't it? Yeah, if you have that shit-ass mindset, it will.
Yeah, if you suck dick. I love this. You know, here I need to make it. This is what your boy needs to do. Doormat. I need to make one that says the Destiny community. Here it is. This is the Destiny community right here. Right here. This is them right here. $1 billion company's doormat. I'm going to be honest. Some of the people in the Destiny community are literally every $1 billion company's wet dream. There are literally $1 billion companies out there like who are just drooling at the fact that Bungie has some of the most retarded players who will let themselves be subjugated to being a $1 billion doormat. They will literally suck the dick of this company, and this company can never do wrong. Never, ever. Can never concede any ground, because if you do, you're negative. I swear. What's going to happen is you're going to eat shit. You're going to eat shit, and you're going to try to force other people to eat shit, and guess what? They're going to leave. Which we already see. People already leaving. This launch is the worst day one launch. And I would say even day one weekend, probably worse than, yeah. I mean, just overall, just awful launch of this campaign. And it's because people just want to try to eat shit. They want to eat shit and say it's okay.
It's okay. It's not a big deal. It's okay. They can just keep reskinning things. And, man, fuck it. Give me Curse of Osiris 2 for the next expansion, Let's bring back Panoptes 3. Your mindset is the exact problem. What's wrong is if you're sitting okay with being fed things that are literal reskins for...
See, he's not saying it, but I'll say it. You're eating shit.
For things you already paid for, they will continue to take advantage of you.
Yep. $1 billion doormats, ladies and gentlemen. They are literally a $1 billion company's doormat.
It's like, I hate to compare it to this, but it almost is like Stockholm syndrome. Like,
he said the thing. You are, that is what it is. People have Stockholm syndrome, or that's putting it nicely. I say they're just retarded. At this point, I think people who do have Stockholm syndrome, I think comparing the Destiny community to Stockholm syndrome is an insult to people who actually have Stockholm syndrome, because they've got mental issues that they need help with. These are people who are probably mentally, sound for the most part. They just don't use their brain. Those are the retards of the Destiny 2 community. So I wouldn't even say that they have Stockholm syndrome, because I think that's an insult. It's comparing Destiny 2 players to people that actually have Stockholm syndrome. That's an insult. That's a slur. To me, that's a slur, because you're insulting these people to a degree that no one should ever be insulted. Comparing them to a retard in a Destiny 2 community, don't ever do that.
Nothing's going to change. You might as well just stick around, right? So I know this is one example out of the entire campaign. There were like little things here and there that I noticed were kind of like taken from other parts of the game. I don't know how you guys felt about the campaign overall. I honestly, the only part I really liked about the campaign was the cutscenes.
I said that too. I said the cutscenes fucking slapped. Some of the music and the cutscenes are some of the best fucking things. So fucking good.
Like the cutscenes were really good. I'm not saying it's good or okay, but I think it's going to happen regardless of what game or company. I agree with you, but I don't think it's a big deal. Again,
What this translates to is I agree with you, but I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to continue to swipe my card and support this company by giving them money and buy all the microtransactions, because let's be honest, it's not the expansions that are giving the biggest bang of the buck. People think that if you buy the expansion, you are 100%, you know, especially someone like me who does reviews and still likes Destiny at its core. I'm supporting Bungie by, you know, technically I buy mine off the black market, so Bungie never gets my fucking money. That's a different story on its own. But especially if you get on discount and you're like nothing there, you definitely get some money. You know, you definitely save some money. But the point is, people see that, don't realize that swiping your card in the store is where it's going to make the biggest bang for the buck for Bungie. So don't swipe your card for the micros.
Okay, man.
Yep. Okay. All you hear is gluck, gluck, gluck. That's all Sweat heard from that guy.
Why don't
Gluck,
you
gluck,
go
gluck.
tell that to the people who are still angry about their Red War being taken away? Because every time I bring that up, I catch shit for it.
Wait, we got some from James. This would be why Bungie settled the Red War lawsuit, because so much was recycled Red War content. It would have been obvious they lied to the judge. Okay, I don't think this one little room would be enough to justify the Red War case. I don't think so. I don't know about that. Because if I remember correctly, this area is found on the arms dealer ship. Like, I believe there is a control panel somewhere. You go into the ship and there's this room, like it's there. If I remember correctly, I'm trying to remember. It's been like 5-7 years, whatever, since I played, right? The Red War. But I'm pretty sure the assets are still on that ship somewhere. You just don't have access to them. So it's not like this was actually, if it's in the arms dealer ship with the strike, then it's probably still there.
90% of the campaign is reskins / reused assets. I mean, if you really look at every little minute detail, yes.
That's fair.
As far as the gameplay loop goes.
Yep. I think there's using assets like I said, using like a perfect example. This Cabal door is used in so many assets. These assets are used all over the fucking place. I think using certain assets versus an entire. This is an arena. This isn't a boss arena. Using this for another boss arena that's not acceptable, right? We can agree, right?
I don't know, man. If you're mad about Red War not being in the game right now, like, who cares? A lot of people, bro. Every time I say, so here's my argument about Red War for those who haven't. Like, I know a lot of people have been MIA from Destiny for a while, rightfully so, because there's really been not a lot going on. Even if Red War was still in the game, it's not like people would be playing that campaign, and people don't like to hear that.
I still disagree. I still think this is highly inaccurate, because I literally went through all the campaigns that we could, minus Edge of Fate because we already done that. And I even watched Forsaken, and I actively wanted to play Forsaken after watching it because it looked fun. And I think it would be very interesting to go back now with the sandbox we have and play the Red War. And I think a lot of people will realize that the Red War campaign is a lot more enjoyable than they thought. The biggest reason people did not like the Red War is because it was tied to the fact that the game itself was not good. Like the gameplay loop and everything was not enjoyable. The gunplay was, but the gameplay loop was not.
My main point is that people are mad about having content that they paid for taken away. That's what they're actually mad about. Because I guarantee you, if Red War was still in the game, unless there's a real reason to play that campaign, people would not play it. And people get very upset with me at saying that. It's more in the YouTube comments than it is on the Twitch side. I'm really intrigued to see what the YouTube comments are going to say now. Now that literally a Red War campaign mission was copy and pasted into a new expansion that you had to pay for again, what they're going to say. Because if those people want to be consistent with their viewpoints, they should be absolutely furious.
I agree. They should. Put your money where your mouth is.
Do I ever spend money on COD Warzone skins, for example? And are you ever going to go back to play Warzone 1?
Huh. What does that have to do with Destiny 2?
Are you a real person?
You're trying to make the argument. I love that they're making the argument the argument that I'm seeing is you bought stuff from that game and now you're going to be upset because you can't, are you going to go back and play that content even though there's Warzone 2 and whatever? Like, it's like saying, we have Destiny 1. That's the biggest counter argument to all of that is we have Destiny 1. You can go back and play everything in Destiny 1. And then Destiny 2, yes, the free stuff, like the raids were brought forward. Yeah. And that's the reason why the Plague Lands were also free, because if they tried to sell that shit, they would have literally got massacred.
Fuck are you even saying, bro?
Yeah, it's a shitty bait.
Not comparing this to Warzone.
It's a shitty bait. It's a shitty bait.
It has to be rage baiting, right?
It's an intellectual bait.
I can't even tell at this point. Is it a bit?
It's an intellectual bait.
Oh,
intellectual dishonesty.
Bro, post one if you're a robot, bro. Is it dead internet theory? Am I just talking to a bunch of bots right now?
Yeah,
I'm convinced,
I am.
like I'm not even talking to real humans.
According to that one guy on Twitter, I'm talking to a bunch of bots.
I need to be put in the ward. I'm being serious, man.
The bots, Mason. What did they say? The bots.
Destiny 2 and Star Wars are both creatively bankrupt, so this is the perfect crossover.
Yes, it is. Yep.
I just like.
That's why you're going to see Star Wars using Guardians next.
I was forward to just like having fun on Renegades. And okay, let me make this perfectly clear. I had fun playing with my friends today, even though Jerry has already dipped out of VC. I did have a lot of fun.
I wonder what the experience playing with friends is. If you play solo, I think you are going to get a dramatically different vibe than playing with friends. And I think that's the problem with comparing things from a group point versus a singular point. I think the only way to really understand content is through the solo lens. Because playing with friends, you can play any game with friends and it can be dog shit and you can still have fun. Like when it comes to friends, you can have fun. It is not hard to manifest fun when you're hanging out with the buds. Like you could literally get drunk and do stupid shit and make the game look like it's a fucking masterpiece. Like I'm just saying, we all know we've all played. Well, I don't know. I'm assuming we all played with friends, but people who've played with friends, you know, right? You can make anything look like a shiny turd look good, right?
But if I'm giving first impressions on whether this is worth your $40 or not, I would say absolutely not.
No.
Unless you're a Dungeon super fan, that would be the only reason I would probably buy Renegades
we'll find
at this
out.
point if I was playing from a more casual standpoint.
I'm gonna skip. It keeps going. It kept going. I clicked ahead and it kept going.
The only thing that you could consider innovative was like the Renegades abilities, where you like flip the token.
Stop calling them abilities. They're mechanics. They're not abilities. Flipping a fucking coin is not an ability. Even though they put it in the ability slot, it's still a fucking mechanic, dude. Calling in score streaks is not an ability. It's a mechanic. Like it is fundamentally not an ability. It is a mechanic.
And throw down the
You don't run around Call of Duty using abilities. You go around using items and equipment. You go using score streaks.
abilities. But that doesn't, I don't know, that doesn't really, like, it doesn't make me want to, like, log on and be like, oh, I can't wait to try that new.
It does not have the same staying power as actual abilities. Getting a brand new super is far more hype than being able to call in a bubble. Guys, we literally had that as an item in Halo 3 and Reach. And you're going to try to make it an ability. Actually, technically, bubble having it was an ability. But you know what I mean? Halo 3 literally capitalized on having it as an item that you could toss down and have a bubble. Versus, guys, we're going to make this big ass bubble and it's just this most over top ability you've ever had, even though we actually have a super called bubble.
Renegade ability, you know? The campaign was running the seasonal activity 4 times and a few new missions. It's like slam ball, stand in circle.
Yep. Collect X, Y, and Z, dunk it. Collect X, Y, and Z, dunk it, stand, capture, shoot, stand, capture, shoot, rotate.
Was there any new objective? I'm trying to think.
No.
It's hard to remember the whole campaign.
The only thing that was new is fighting all the AEST with the new gun, the new pickup gun. That was the only thing that was new.
You can't expect everything to be new. You just can't. It ain't rage bait. It's just the other side of the conversation that the game's been out for 8 years and not everything's going to be brand new. I get wanting new content because you paid for it. Obviously, you don't get it, though.
You don't get it. You literally contradicted your fucking self, you stupid bitch. God, understand wanting new content that you paid for. Yeah.
If people pay $40 and this is what they're getting, they're not going to buy another expansion.
Exactly. Especially if it's
the dungeon
will
be the most redeeming part of this entire
God, I hope so.
And I think that's going to be it. Unless there's like another exotic mission that we have on the way.
That would be a surprise. What would it even be? You know, we're getting the crossbow from the dungeon.
So I'm curious. Okay. Question. For those who are Star Wars fans and have know Star Wars, did this live up to any sort of Star Wars expectation?
Oh, he's got. There's a lot of nopes in his chat. No.
I know a lot of Star Wars fans have been disappointed for a while since Disney acquired them, right? I think.
I think that's another funny thing is that Bungie wanted to use this franchise to pull people in, but Star Wars itself has been dropping the ball, especially video game Star Wars has not been doing well. In fact, people are going back to Battlefront 2 to get their itch for Star Wars. So you have one franchise that's dropping the ball, and then you have another franchise using another franchise that's also dropping the ball. Do you think that that's going to bring people to your franchise to use another franchise that's dropping the ball? No. In fact, if you don't do even better than the actual IP you're using, then people are going to be disappointed. Like, when you use an IP, you have to go beyond what the other IP does. Like, when you're making an entire expansion based upon it. Like, you can't say Star Wars and then give something lackluster, which is what for most people feel like it was.
If you're not enjoying the game, why do you keep coming back? It's like going to a restaurant, you know you don't like the food and knowing you will complain after. Just curious on why you keep giving the game second chances.
That's a good. Let's see what he has to say. I'll give you mine afterward.
Bro.
I mean, it's not.
Do you
It's
think
not
I'd
fair.
still continue to show up to this game if I didn't like it at its core?
There it is.
Like, is
There it is. He answered it for both of us. There it is, right there.
that really what you think? I just don't, bro.
Yep, there it is. There's it. There's the answer.
Oh, man, I feel like I feel like I'm about to have a breakdown.
Do you think that me, him, and other people would be talking about this game if we didn't find enjoyment in it? Do you think we wouldn't find something that pulls our trigger? Because that base, Destiny's fucking fun. It has gunplay, the ability. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now. Right now, there's some ability fucking spam, especially Warlock with the scatter nade build is fucking fun. Like, you can have fun in this game, but that doesn't mean that it's okay to ignore all the blatant issues with said game. These both statements can exist. You can be negative about how Bungie's treating the game and the paid content and just how the game is going and what direction it's going, but you can still enjoy that game. Right? Like, I'm sure the people who rode the Titanic had a good time. I'm sure that they were enjoying themselves until the ship fucking sunk, right? Even when there was a hole on the boat and it was sinking, people were still having a good time until the very fucking end. We're all secretly just masochists. That's what it is. I just love being like angry at a billion-dollar company.
Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, that is.
You can't criticize anything objectively without it being like you hate the game anymore.
And see, I will be objective about the game. I'm going to be absolutely biased to the billion-dollar company. Like, if you really stop to ever people who actually listen to me, you know that I'm actually pretty objective when it comes to Destiny, the game, but then I shit down the throat of Bungie. And it's because they're a billion-dollar company that deserves it. Like, for real, for real. I am probably one of the most objective Destiny players out there and content creators when it comes to Destiny 2 itself. But I am not objective at all for the billion-dollar company because it's not my job to be objective and support the billion-dollar company. I'm a consumer. The consumer is always right, even like in their values and what they want. And when you give a product at a certain level and you begin to diminish that quality, you have a right to criticize that. Your delivery, your process, you have a right, which is why you see people complaining about fast food chains doing certain things. In fact, you have people like, this is like such a far-reaching example, but it still matches. Literally, Cracker Barrel changed their logo, and people were so fucking pissed off at it. And guess what? Cracker Barrel changed it back because the consumer is fucking right.
No matter,
even if you think they're fucking stupid, they're still right.
If I give honest criticism, it's just you hate the game and why do you play? Every single time.
Yep.
I have not played the game in like 2 months.
I've literally played either if I'm playing, like, I have not played Destiny 2. I'm recording this on a Saturday. I've not played Destiny 2 since Tuesday. And I haven't really played other games. But if I am playing other games, it's going to be when I feel like playing games. I just don't play nearly as much of Destiny anymore. But that doesn't mean that I don't want it to be good. I want a reason to come back, right? And I think that's where most people, even Sweat, would say, is that the game is good at base. Bungie sucks. And we need real reasons to come back. To really, like, when I say back, I mean actually invest a shit ton amount of time. I do not want to spend playing this game every single day, hours after hours. It's just not worth it anymore. It's just not that good.
I just don't understand. Like, you guys are just, bro, come on, guys. Can we just have some common sense and look at things objectively for what they are and give an honest review? This is why you and Dado took breaks, if I remember correctly. This is exactly why, bro.
Though Dado took a break for a complete opposite reason, like, because he was glazing things rather than criticizing. But that's besides neither here nor there. Well, I need to play Destiny to unlock the invasion, Miss MR Gamer.
Rage Bait, I just wanted you to move on to something else. I love your content. Every time you come back to D2, I can see that you are miserable.
Damn.
Yeah, because it kind of blows dick to see the thing that you have put a shit ton of time into and you really enjoyed go to shit over the years.
And see, this is why I tried to sell my other account. That sunk cost fallacy was what was holding me back, and I continued to invest in play hours and hours each day. And then I've been healthier. Like I said, I haven't played since Tuesday. It's Saturday now. And I have never felt better. My mental health, like I would be a masochist if I continued to play the way I was playing before Edge of Fate. Like before Edge of Fate, I was playing an ungodly amount. I mean, think about it, almost 13K hours total of everything. 13K hours in Destiny 2. Holy shit. That's not normal.
I'm trying to enjoy the things that I can. That's what I'm trying to do. And that's what expansions are supposed to be for.
Yep.
But when I play a new expansion and I get a mission that is literally a recycled mission from how many years ago? Almost 8 years. Okay, seven-ish years ago. What do you think I'm going to say? Am I going to keep my mouth shut and just be a little good boy? Or am I going to be honest and give feedback and say we don't stand for that shit and we don't like it?
Exactly. Fucking finally.
The only way you progress in things like this is giving honest feedback.
Yeah.
Or just not playing. But I
and
want
both
to play.
Yep.
I want to see if it's good. I want to see if it's bad.
Yep. And I actually do reviews. So that's another reason I play. And listen, I want you all to realize that when I say that I am probably one of the most objective reviewers of Destiny, I am. I play more than IGN and all these other actual reviewers do. I play everything. I go into the nit and gritty so that when I make my brutally honest review, I have literally combed through whatever I can to get a full picture, not my first impressions. And based on it, I literally invest, go through every little thing possible. And then I can give an actual, this is it, right? This is the nit and gritty of the situation.
And I'm just telling the truth. I've always given my honest truth on this game. Unless there's a hashtag ad in my fucking title, you're going to hear how it is. I'm happy for the people that like the campaign, man. If you did,
good for you.
I'm fucking happy for you.
Good for you.
I really am.
Just because you enjoyed it doesn't mean it was good. I think there was a lot of people that enjoyed Curse of Osiris. Doesn't mean it was good.
Yeah, but you've been giving feedback for 8 years. Has anything ever actually been fixed that isn't a lawsuit pending? You are actually the stupidest fucking chatter I have ever seen. Please leave my stream.
Yes!
You've been following since 2021. Don't come back.
Yeah! Don't come back,
shit.
bitches!
Oh my god. I cannot stand it.
Again, just because you continue to play because we enjoy the game. And let's be honest, things have gotten worse. But I think a perfect example of why this is wrong was Into the Light and the Final Shape. People, even though it's been going on for years, people complained and criticized and stopped supporting Bungie. And Bungie knew that they were losing money. And so they did Into the Light. They over-delivered and gave us Into the Light. And then the Final Shape became probably one of the better expansions that we've had in a while outside of Witch Queen, right? Like the two standout expansions to me are Witch Queen and the Final Shape. Every other campaign has been mid to ass. Like if you really look at the track record, not counting Forsaken, you look at everything Bungie's been, most of the campaigns have been mid to ass. That it's never been anything that was simply good or fun, right? It's just been mid to ass. So to sit there and be like, oh, it's 8 years, nothing's changing. No, things have changed. When you put fucking Bungie to the wall, you get Into the Light. When you put them to the fucking wall, you get the Final Shape, where you get something that's actually enjoyable. When you don't suck their nuts, they actually have to do something. Are we forgetting that Bungie completely changed their plans for the portal and the seasonal grind because people stopped playing their fucking game? Oh, guys, you're just complaining and nothing's changing. Ah, that's why they were going to make you have to reset your fucking power level and regrind that. And Bungie came out and said, you know what? We changed things too fast, even though they did try to blame the community for not liking the changes, try to gaslight everyone saying they innovated too soon. At least they admitted that they what they did, no one fucking liked. They admitted that much, that no one fucking liked it. And guess what? They're making changes, hopefully more in the future, based on that shit. What a fucking brain dead take.
It's just an insane amount of lack of brain cells.
Absolutely dumbasses. We have literal evidence that pushing Bungie to the wall literally gets them to.
Like I said, I think the new weapons are fun. I think the cutscenes are excellent.
Amazing. Music is good too.
Music. The new Titan Exotic is amazing.
Really?
I hope the dungeon's good.
I've not played with the new
If it's anything
Titan
outside
Exotic.
of those things, you should make a video on that. Oh, I'm going to. I just wanted to gauge your guys' opinion on it, because
I'm gonna end there because the video is getting really long, and we've already kind of reacted to everything. Red War Recycled. I think we can all agree that Bungie is getting lazier and lazier. In fact, a lot of people have been parroting what I've thought, and I've not really addressed, but the campaign is set up like the seasonal structure, where you have a little bit of dialogue and maybe a cutscene, and then you do the activities over and over and over. Like you do the activity 6 fucking times. The end game activity that's all you do, the hunts and bullshit, that was the campaigns. It's like the perfect way to explain it is how we used to have when we got strikes, like the Hypernet strike from, or Liminality from Final Shape, right? One of the missions was you would do that strike and you would get dialogue, and then you would progress with the rest of the story. Except in here, instead of having that and having strikes, instead you're just doing the seasonal activity as the story, as the mission, and you do it like 6 fucking times, and that's it. Like, overwhelming large part of the campaign was just doing the seasonal model, where you're just playing the in-game content over and over and over and over, and each time it has new dialogue, and that's it. It's very lazy, and now you also have them recycling Red War content. It shows how lazy this slapstick kit bashed campaign was. It's lazy, and it's not worth your $40. It's just not. That's my thoughts. Hit the like button. The link will be down below. Please go down, give it a like. He deserves it. Like everything he said, I agree, except for maybe the people replaying campaign missions. I think that's just subjective, is very subjective. It's what I think versus what he thinks versus the community thinks. Like, that's subjective. I think you should have the ability to play whatever, but we're being a dead horse on that one. I'm Mr. Game Counselor. Hit my like button and comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Don't forget